Imagine discovering that your daily attention is worth money. Every second spent scrolling, watching, or clicking generates profit for the companies competing to capture it. This vast expanse of land represents the original baseline of global power. For centuries, wealth was defined by controlling physical Earth and its crops. As economies evolved, that power shifted to commodities. Wealth became concentrated in the sheer volume and physical weight of resources like these stacked gold bars. The Industrial Revolution scaled this control through factories. Organized rows of machinery allowed owners to extract value at a pace that was previously impossible. Today, the focus of extraction has moved from the ground to the mind. The digital age treats human attention as an infinitely mineable resource, subject to the same economic pressures as land or gold. Most digital platforms require no subscription fee or upfront payment. This creates the impression that using them carries no personal cost. In reality, the business model relies on turning the user into the inventory. The service is the bait used to gather an audience that can be sold to advertisers. Every digital interaction, from a 3-second pause to a reactionary like, serves as a measurable unit of value. These microtransactions happen thousands of times a day. While money can be replenished, time is a non-renewable resource. Every hour spent in these digital environments is a deliberate draining of your finite personal life. To maximize extraction, the digital marketplace targets biological responses that are difficult to override. Algorithms prioritize content that triggers outrage, conflict, or a sense of urgent novelty. The result is a constant barrage of alerts and infinite content. This environment produces a fragmented attention span, where the mind is trained to jump from one stimulation to the next without settling. This fragmentation makes deep work, sustained learning, and complex problem-solving increasingly difficult. These activities require a level of focus that a distracted mind can no longer maintain. Modern digital environments are mathematically optimized for interruption. They are built to break your concentration. Because a focused user is a user the platform is no longer monetizing. This system operates through a closed loop. It begins when the platform successfully captures your attention, which immediately begins to influence your online behavior. Every action you take is tracked and converted into data. This isn't just about what you like, but how long you look and what you choose to ignore. This data is fed into a recommendation engine. The more information it has, the more accurately it can predict which specific triggers will keep you scrolling. The engine then serves you content designed to capture even more of your focus, completing the circuit. The system learns your habits until the cycle becomes nearly seamless. This cycle creates an environment where you feel you are making choices, but your options are limited to what the algorithm presents. By choosing what you see, the system subtly guides your interests. As the loop spins faster, it becomes harder to step away. The system eventually knows your triggers better than you do, making the platform's influence difficult to detect. The primary concern is not just the loss of time. The danger lies in how the repeated exposure of the feedback loop begins to filter the information you receive. Because attention determines what you perceive, the algorithm becomes a lens. Over time, the specific facts, opinions, and events you see are curated to match the version of reality that keeps you most engaged. When every piece of information is filtered through a predictive model, the digital interface becomes your primary source of truth. The world you perceive is increasingly a product of design. The companies managing these feeds are effectively deciding which parts of the world reach you. They are not just hosting content, they are managing the boundaries of your perspective. Recognizing this system is not a reason to abandon technology. It is a prompt to develop a more strategic understanding of how your focus is being used. When you view your attention as a finite asset, you can begin to guard it with the same care you would apply to your finances or your physical property. You can interrupt the cycle by pausing to ask a single question. Who benefits from me looking at this? Your focus is what determines your path. You can choose where that focus goes, or you can allow a system to choose it for you.